Commander, my favorite agent at striking fear of the law into the purveyors of oppression and corruption while waving our standard high. Unfortunately, this mission is of a more clandestine nature than your usual assignment, but it is of the utmost urgency and importance. Your destination is the source of all skip drive manufacturing, the Arcadian system. However, for reasons that must remain triple top secret classified, this colony is outside our jurisdiction for now. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. And without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No surveillance, no spreading justice, no imposition of righteousness. Hence, no survival for the colonies. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives cause the rift anomalies. But be advised, if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into an intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. I know you will not fail us. Law be with you and your team, Commander.
Commander, hi. Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cause no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones. Yeah, impressive, huh? The way it seems to make everything move slower still feels a little weird to me, but they tell me I'll get used to it. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing. Oh no, they don't simulate it. It's the real McCoy. The lab coats swear it's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it. Well, Pascal likes to joke around, but I think she's being sincere when she says it's all about looking out for the people who can't defend themselves. Sandoval says he's got no time for weakness. He says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves. And then we have righteousness on our side. And Jepson, well, you know him, he don't talk much. So, what do you think? Yeah, there's some advice worth taking to heart. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel. Call should come through at the console. Sure faster than taking the stairs.
To open the channel to start the meeting with Agent DeVries, please proceed to the table.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip Core. They actually are the exact opposite. They're just a cover. That whole story, the one about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function, well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad. Hopefully none. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed. Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs. Likely you'd need to find a control terminal to access. If you can, though, shutting them down before they even know you're there is advisable. They're relentless and well-armored. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here. Move on? You know what I've sacrificed? What I'm prepared to sacrifice still? I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I thought a team led by someone known for their respect of the law would be more disciplined than this. For now, unlike you or your team, I am a professional. Whether I like it or not, you are the commanding officer here. My personal feelings will not impede our mission. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
sprayed in here? The electrical system misfired somehow. Security's been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
Commander, we finished our sleep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own.
Or we could try shutting them down ourselves. I also found a vent around the corner might get us inside in a less...
Always a good idea to have a cover story.
That don't work out, these could come in handy.
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53? That's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail. Maori? Oh, now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment? By the architect, you're one of those. I mean, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject. I can't do that. I mean, I would, it's just... You know what, though? In your condition, you're unlikely to even remember this discussion. So it should be of no consequence to me. I will disable the defenses for you, Maori. But in the off chance you happen to recollect any of this, I beg you never speak of it. And please, do not go around pressing any buttons or fussing with any more whatsits. You wouldn't want to be sent back to... I mean, reassigned again?
Might look like I fooled that guard, Commander.
Let's not waste time congratulating ourselves. Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be central dispatch on the right with security ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other. Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Ibarra and I'll take central dispatch, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. Like you told me, Commander, everyone's well-being depends on our success. If whatever's going on here is as bad as the Chief thinks, then we'll make an end of it.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Ibarra's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
Jim Pascal? Ma'am? I've been cogitating on how best...
Security ops is heavily guarded, so be vigilant. You'll need to shut down security measures once you're inside. I've left a drop for you in the watch post. There's a key to a maintenance tunnel you can follow into the building. Being unceremoniously shot. Suppose I could hear you out.
Getting shot, certainly part of it.
LeVara, you got any thought to how we ought to proceed? You're being awfully quiet.
It's coming, honest. How about I, show you when we get to where we're going?
Jensen and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with.
You should have seen it. Wasn't pretty.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate. Right, Sandoval?
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
Why? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
I've stashed a knife in the maintenance access for you, with, instructions on how to use it to quietly bypass the guards.
I'm a good neighbor, I do. Have you seen Maori since their return? It saddens me.
Yes, it is sad that they didn't leave. Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protectorate.
devices in a floor panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from your...
When I couldn't tell them anything about this assignment. Didn't bother me, I assure you. But it was just too close to implying that some jobs are less worthy than others for me to let lie. We all are equal in service to the sun. You're here.
Taking cover!
Distraction devices in a floor panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from your position.
You know, they started ripping me, saying I probably was working in wastewater processing when I couldn't tell them anything about this assignment. Didn't bother me, I assure you. But it was just too...
Coming to cover!
Service to the sovereign.
We're on route to the comms control module. Just need to deal with these guards, quiet-like.
From one's weather against corrupt corporation. Weather against corrupt corporation. Or
Give us a minute. Something's not right.
tyrannical government. Whoa. Hold on. What's this doing here?
What's that? An explosion? Abara, Pascal, do you copy? Niles, say something.
What the fuck just...
Attempting to resuscitate Agent Abara. Please stay clear. An unabridged debrief is not available at this alert. This unit has lost contact. Triage protocols dictate stabilizing Agent Abara's attempting to... This unit, all other agents are advised per Earth Directorate.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an updated tactical report. We've got agents down.
This makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No There's nothing more we can do now. It doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
The turret is non-functioning.
Was definitely something. No escape for you.
I don't see him. Realign with the paradigm. Much ado about nothing.
What is wrong with you? Maybe if you hadn't been wasting time hacking Protectorate mechs, Niles wouldn't have been caught in an explosion. You need to stop the tomfoolery, take the lift behind you, and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station. Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
This is not a drill. Or it is, and we're being tested.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here. So don't count on us for backup. We'll be busy keeping ourselves alive. Don't worry about us. Just get to DeVries and liberate that core so we can get out of here.
check it out. Prudence dictates. I, your
The flaw into our perfect skip drive manufacturing process. We must all fulfill our duty to the Protectorate, but none of us can do it alone. Remember, we're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our
what kind of slackwit faffing about.
and it falls to you. The eyes, the ears, the brains of Horizon Point Station.
Never question. Never doubt. Trifling nuisance. Better go see. Out of a preponderance of caution. It's over. Say it. Let's take a gander.
Serve the sun.
And it falls to you. The eyes, the ears, the brains. Horizon Point Station.
Suspect to me.
Serve the sovereign.
Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists.
Boy, damn it! Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. I should have known better than to underestimate someone who will go to any length just to see justice done, no matter who gets hurt. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified. You think I'd betray you, or the Earth Directorate, or my principles for a handful of bits? There is no betrayal here, though it is understandable someone like you would see it thus. No. The explanation is far more simple. The grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it. Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either. Don't you think I would have? Sparing Niles and not having to deal with you would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our wants. I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific. There is no chance involved. This is no mere whim. This is happening as it must, and we have naught to say about it. Farewell, Commander.
The Sovereign's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your bid.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens if someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. Oh, I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now, not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical. Some post-hibernation nausea is to be expected. Please direct any vomit away from your Valerie unit. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander. Due to your prior medical history and general fragility, this assessment is especially recommended. Acknowledged. Your refusal has been noted in your permanent record, and an automatic grade assigned to your cognitive functions. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately. Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Anti's Choice invaded Arcadia. Anti's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years. Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions. It has been confirmed that Agent DeVries was responsible for downing the old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regimen since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing our whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries' survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her. Glad to see you're just as by the book as I remember. She's going to ground now. But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox Relay Station on Paradise Island. She then followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. Thank you, Commander. Means a lot coming from you. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. It'd be a death sentence. We might ought to explore the island first, find out what we can. The satellite alert pinged DeVries' tracker in a town, name of Fairfield. Wasn't nowhere clear as yours, so we need to poke around a bit. Doubt she's there now, but it seems a better place to start than assaulting a Protectorate communications hub.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. Special lockbox keys are needed to open them. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. A tampering may theorizing. This unit has an advanced decryption key, the helpful addendum. Scan, and additionally, the second lockbox is please do not. This unit may suffer, and please be on. Congratulations on your acquisition of the
Sounding glib? That ain't a good sign.
Correction. The sign seems to be functioning normally.
I say the same for the trooper. Commander. Let's keep your lamps lit for wildlife.
Hostile wildlife. Familial classification of Raptidon. Detected ahead.
I swear that wasn't planned. Take a look at those corpses they've got strung up. Wait. Some aren't dead yet.
Decomposition rate 12 to 17%.
Didn't really need to know that. Let's just respect the dead or very slowly dying, shall we? I know I've been pushing to find debris, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. But void it. I'm just gonna ask. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after Horizon Point. Ex-Protectorate, a good man. Tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay him a visit? Brief one, of course. I'm being serious here, Commander. Could you try doing the same? I had some bad years on my own. Now with you here being part of a team, this might sound a mite soppy, but I feel like I could be a proper agent again. That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. And I've been chewing on that live wire for a while. Too long, maybe. Much as I might love to jaw about that special interest of mine, this business with Zeb's gotta come first. After I recovered from Horizon Point, Zeb and I ran together for a spell, doing what we could to help folks in difficult spots. Fighting Protectorate tyranny in small ways. Too small for Zeb, as it turned out. He was unhappy before I showed up, and after, well, all my Directorate talk fired him up even more. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't let the Protectorate catch wind of an Earth Directorate agent in its midst. But Zeb, he kept pushing to take more extreme action. Wasn't like I didn't want to take things farther. Hit the Protectorate where it hurt. But I still had my cover to think of too. I couldn't risk disrupting the mission. I'd feel better about that commendation if things hadn't turned out as they did. We worked hard, but the Protectorate's arbiters and sentinels worked harder. Often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Didn't matter what we did. Arcadia was still caught under the Protectorate's boot. Guess some of what you said way back when stuck. All that talk about putting people first. Figured that's what I was doing. Putting a stop to all the pain I was causing. Anyway, things weren't good. Zeb and I couldn't find the rhythm we had before. We were arguing every day. Eventually, cutting ties just seemed for the best. Clean like. Only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. He got to stay in mental refreshment for his trouble. That's the last I heard of him, till recent. Much appreciated, Commander. Promise, I won't be making a habit of pulling skeletons out of my closet. Westport's on the east side of the island. I tracked Zeb to somewhere on its outskirts, but never got up the nerve to visit before.
Mass quantities of organic decomposition detected. Area may be hazardous to living life forms. Proceed with caution.
You there. Keep your hands where I can see them. Stranger, consider yourself lucky that I've been ordered to not open fire unless fired upon. I will not suffer an outsider to trespass and trample further through our lands. Turn back from this bridge now, lest my ever-depleting prudence be spent. Yes. They are corporate degenerates who threatened our dominion and way of being. When we captured them, we hanged them as a warning. Now the capitalist scourge's advancement has ended. Their morale is shattered, and they do not dare encroach. I dare say this spectacle served its purpose well. If you are an enemy of the Protectorate, you will be judged. May we all take heed of such a warning. Out of the question. Must I repeat myself? If you are not a loyal Protectorate subject, you will not cross this bridge. Be grateful I do not judge with such haste as my superior to the north, Brigadier Montelli. He's been fervent of late, looking for any Protectorate subjects who have displayed disloyalty in his estimation. Any associations with wrongdoers results in swift execution. That has, unfortunately, put many folk in his sights, myself included. And so we wait for the proverbial axe to fall. Betraying the Protectorate, using the Sovereign's name in vain, overindulging in food and drink, loafing, boasting, belching, and of course, colluding with wrongdoers. You dare to propose an arrangement? I may have need of your help, stranger, if you are ready to seize an opportunity to show fealty to the Protectorate. I know of 2 traitors who yet remain on this island. Bring them to me, and I'll dispose of them before the Brigadier questions my loyalty and deems me guilty by association. In return, I shall grant you clearance to cross the bridge. Fair exchange, wouldn't you say?
A lot more folks are gonna die if we don't catch up to DeVries. We have to consider our options, even the ugly ones. If these folks are deserving, maybe it's worth it.
Trial. And their crimes are as clear as the Sovereign's blue skies? We may not ascribe to your laws, but do not assume that I think lightly of taking a life. These traitors have committed grave offenses, ones that would be punished without question. It's not at all the same as the indiscretions the Brigadier damns his people for. There's a wide gulf between justice and madness, and many interpretations of the law land on the right side. You see the difference, do you not? I commend you for your eager interest. I think 2 traitors in particular. First is Ida Rutledge, a worker at Spire Grove. I once had utmost respect for her. We were... oh, damn it all, we were friends. When the Grove went silent during the invasion, I assumed she'd fought to the death as any subject would. But reportedly, she's not only failed to die, but is also teaching the enemy soldiers how to use the equipment. Conspiring against us. Such treachery is unconscionable. The second traitor I seek is Charlton Weintraut of Westport. He is, unfortunately, my cousin, and most assuredly a disgrace to our line. He too failed to die defending his home during the invasion alongside the other residents of Westport. They'll be seen to in time. But Charlton, well, I must deal with him personally. Oh, how I anticipate wiping that smug expression off his face. Are these orders clear? An outrageous notion. Fairfield was never my jurisdiction, and its stewards died valiantly in its defense. They did not submit to the enemy. And look here, the bridge stands. I am through justifying myself. Bring me the traitors we discussed if you wish to cross the bridge. But beware if you step out of line. Other subjects may not be so generous with their deal-making as I. Farewell.
Have reached an alarming low.
That's the one you need to worry about. I'm at it.
Spatial anomaly detected. Physical engagement is not recommended at this time.
first promotion accelerating activities done, and we've already got dropouts. Doozy of a drop, too. Can't believe Ormsby pegs these people as executive material. Me, sure. Them? Huh.
We can hear you.
Hush, Cobb. Today's task was about upward mobility. 3 died hanging the ropes. Told them they were doing it wrong.
We're closed.
Assistant's Assistant Hagen. Another slackwits.
Show some respect.
Like you care. You didn't even participate.
I told you, I got a cute lumbago.
Time to break camp for the next skill-building exercise, which I...
Did you not hear me? This place is closed. No learning today about how everything happens according to the... What? How did you... Why are you asking?
The people she tried to kill.
By the architect. I had no idea. I wish I could say it was unbelievable. I was afraid she was becoming a danger to herself and to others. But this is horrifying.
Yeah, imagine how we feel. Why don't you tell us where she is so we can make sure she ain't being a danger to herself or others?
And how are you going to do that?
That ain't something you ought to be concerning yourself about.
If you think I'm going to help you do what I think you're talking about, you are deluded.
I may be deluded, but you're lucky you ain't dead. Seeing how she seems partial to using her friends as victims.
Does she? It occurs to me that you have provided no proof of what you're accusing her of.
Why don't you take a long look at me? This is all because she betrayed us. Her team, her friends, even the one whose life she saved in Triangulum.
By the architect. You're Niles, aren't you? She mentioned you a few times, but refused to elaborate. All I knew was that she was fond of you, and that you were dead.
She was fond of me? Then why? Why would she try to kill me?
I can't say, but it may be one of the things she anguished over. An anguish I fear finally overwhelmed her, and could likely be what's driven her to her present course of action. I wish I knew. It's nothing good, I can tell you that. I haven't seen her since before the corporatists invaded the island. I'm afraid she's going to do something terrible, but I just don't know what. Maybe none of this would have happened had I not introduced her to Victor. What do you mean? It was where she worked, one of the Protectorate's communications hubs. She didn't speak of it much, at least to me. She may have spoken to Victor about it. He's an archivist from the Order. We were all friends for a time. But then, shortly before the schism, they started talking to some others inside the Order. That's when things became tense. I started to become uneasy, scared, really. She kept getting angrier with the Order the more she worked with Victor and her other contacts. On top of everything else, it became just too much for me. Just a religion driven by algorithms. For some reason, we all were, which was surprising. She even continued to sign her messages.
She ain't the only one.
It's
Know a little something about that too.
After the corporatists invaded that, she said it had some meaning from her. We were told to believe in the... We are trained from birth to believe no. But I know I've no right to ask this if you...
not exactly in fighting shape at the moment.
Mind the needles.
Hole in the head. You lot could hit the wrong side of a flare. Get me in.
An alarming amount of standing by.
Huh. If you need, do hate to come off impolite. Word to the wall.
The system is resilient. The system abides. But now, more than ever, we must all do our matriarch and
Greeting. However, I may offer you a initiate.
keep informing on your neighbors. Same as
Greetings.
ever.
However, I may initiate.
We give it a little extra added zeal for now, just to offset any minor disruption.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate zeal for their assigned due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure?
Did you hear? They're letting anyone who wants to. That's why it's so generous of the sovereign to let us become tiny cogs in the great war machine.
They sneer at our contentment.
The wireless said that flooding Westport is routine maintenance. Plus, they've been building up an outdoor furnace.
Sovereign really does think of everything.
recognized it as the perfect ecosystem. The native flora and fauna, the pleasant atmosphere, and rich natural resources represent
Cotton. That part always hits me directly. To quote my personal log, it's that, home spot. Say it is why.
Of course you believe everything on the Aether Wave. I guess it would be stranger if you didn't swallow the propaganda, even if it does take some.
Say now, known others in Westport failed. A reference you'll no doubt recognize from those keen Auntie's Choice commercials. You likely guessed their you and I are just like him. Get up and... If I am not the person for it, I would be most surprised. I normally might, but my cousin, the warden there, freely enjoys stringing up Auntie's Choice sympathy. That seems neither prudent nor wise. I value my neck and do not intend to hang. Why, you're right. I am no member of the herd. I think for myself. Well, all right then. Glad this world has folks.
Keep informing on your neighbors. Same as ever. But prudence dictates we give it a little...
Everything? Literally everything I own is underwater. What do you mean? Everything we have belongs to the sovereign. We own nothing. But surely the protectorate will provide anything you need.
Of course they will.
Under protectorate law, we are bound to inform you that you have entered a recreant locality. Record states as follows. All inhabitants have been declared treasonous due to insufficient zeal in defense against seizure.
can't build.
Sir, I know this.
What? No.
Demotion to.
No. Hey, you! You down there! Would you mind checking on our fellow? Tragically, yes. If you gaze beneath, I can't
Were you not listening? She said she'd.
The notion that she'd sacrifice herself, even after seeing the vast possibilities in staying alive and. No, wait! Please! You can't just leave us up here to die! The reason Jackson tried using those plasma thruster boots was to gather a piece of.
It's a drive overloader.
Though the power of that overloader will.
So if you were to use them boots to bound up the spire and deliver the overloader to us, we'd avoid the tragic fate.
Exactly!
Hey! Oh, your fire problems recognition retabulum. They're found in bandages and burn tinctures. If you don't have that drive overloader, ascending may be a waste.
That's it? It was that easy?
We've certainly found our way into a most harrowing circumstance, At least I'm glad I'm not alone. He hadn't been here terribly long, so we weren't particularly familiar. Like me, he was all... Still, he seemed like a friendly, kind sort. Albeit a headstrong one. I'm so... Please do her...
That was some impressive climbing. What?
I mirror that sentiment, to be certain. In fact...
What do you mean? You're already getting our urgently Oh, that!
State your purpose, outsider, or exit yacht. You travel freely. In my role during recent troubles. Once you stay true, outsider.
Seems nowhere on Paradise Island's going untouched.
Confronting threat.
Knew you had my back.
Emergency protocols ready.
Ready to waste it. On your command.
Get over here before you get yourself killed.
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. If the occasion calls for it, but I fancy myself something of a biologist. Or, at least I used to. Me and raptidons, we're well acquainted. I know their patterns, behaviors, attacks. Know what gives them an edge around folk who ain't in possession of that knowledge. Which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here? Right, the streamlined architecture and artfully mauled bodies really do it for you, huh? I'm Inez Silung, Auntie's choice, former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. Minister Milver Street of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. Not my most exciting assignment, but suppose we can't expect much with the stalemate on this island. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. My arm, my graft, needs some bolstering. But if the raps here are as weak as this one, it won't help me none. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're accustomed to seeing folk roaming around with exposed muscle fibers or stunted extra limbs on their backs. Sorry. Guess I'm just used to folks staring real hard and then steering clear. I'm considered a liability. My graph's all wrong. Most everyone else who got one passed or became permanently incapacitated. So they shuttered the program. It was a total failure. Everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. But I'm still mostly upright. For now. I just know I can do more for Auntie and for the war. It's just this damn contract. Unless I can amend it so I might fix my graft, proving myself ain't happening anytime soon. Weren't many of us grafted soldiers to begin with. To think I'm one of the lucky ones. You looked at the fine print of an employment contract lately? It says any action taken by a worker that could result in impeded work must be approved by the contract holder. Not only would trying to fix my graft impede my work, but it's also financially unviable, unproven, a risky investment. So I'm stuck with a limb that's slowly poisoning me. Could pursue fixing it myself were I out of my contract, but if I attempted to end it, I'd have to waive all employment rights for the next year. That's a non-starter. Let me put it this way. If I was already on the bottom rung, this knocks me clean off and buries me in sand. But I started from nothing before. I could do it again. Maybe. Ain't easy moving between companies. And I wasn't always with Auntie's choice. But that's a story for another time. Get the feeling you will. Go on now. There's probably plenty of Protectorate info waiting to be scooped up if you're keen. Just mind the raps. I got what I came for, so I reckon it's time to see about my contract. Law knows I could use a lucky break.
Just me, or did Inez remind you of Helen? Tough like her. Shame she's with Auntie's choice. need a distraction.